how to tell you this. You don't have a plane.
Oh!
Now, Gary Numan, a megastar, did a lot better than that when we caught up with him last summer.
Hang on a minute, Gary. Should you actually be sitting here?
Yeah, it's okay. There's an autopilot and there's a co-pilot checking it, so it's okay.
We've been doing some real stunts up here in the air today. How long have you been flying?
On and off since December. I've had the license in December. I was learning for about 2 years before that.
It's an amazing plane. What sort of plane is it?
It's a Navajo, this one. Piper Navajo.
How many planes do you actually have? Just this one?
I've got 3 actually.
That's a bit floush. Why, you don't have your own airway yet?
Yeah, this is the one that actually serves as an air taxi.
Really?
And the other 2 are just private. One of them's for a trip we're doing, bought for a purpose. The other one is just a runaround, really.
Now, not so long ago, you announced that you were stopping doing concert tours. Was that because you wanted to fly planes?
I've not given up totally on the music. I still make records. I just didn't want to do live performing anymore because I wanted to do this more, and I couldn't do both. I enjoy them both, but there isn't the time to do them both.
What got you first interested in flying?
I think I was about 4, and I've always lived near the airport, and it was inevitable, really. I used to be in the air cadets and all that sort of thing.
Does it cost a lot of money to learn how to fly?
For a 40-hour course, it's just under £2,000, yeah.
And then is that the end of it, or do you have to learn more and more after that?
Well, it depends if you want to learn more. At that point, you're then allowed to fly a single-engine aeroplane within certain limits, you know, out of bad weather, daytime.
Where do you fly? Do you fly just around this country, or do you go abroad flying too?
Well, this is an air taxi, so I sometimes co-pilot this when it goes abroad, because I've got the twin rating for this.
Is it difficult?
It depends what level you're talking about, really. As you learn each one, the one before becomes that much easier, or seems that much easier. But like the next thing I'm doing is instrument rating, which seems like a godlike thing to be doing at the moment, because I just can't imagine ever learning all that, but
What about gliding? Have you ever glided?
Yeah, I tried gliding. I don't like it. You go round and round and round for hours and get nowhere, and it made me feel sick as a dog, actually.
I mean, you don't ever combine the two and knock off a quick song whilst you're up in a plane?
No, too busy. Normally too busy.
I'll tell you what, Gary, this thing here, this extra propeller that we've got inside, which I'm just having hurled up, what's it for?
It's mainly for frightened passengers, like that. But no, it's if you're somewhere like Spain or any hot region at all, you have to sit on the runway for 30 minutes waiting to get clearance. But it just keeps it cool, because the actual air conditioning only works when it's flying. It's a ram jet system.
Very nice, very dainty.
Yeah, it's a little thing to touch. You know. Keeps people amused while they're flying.
Thank you, Martin. It's just what I've always wanted. Isn't this amazing? It's a replica of Gary Numan's very own plane made out of satin. And the whiz kid with the sewing needle is Ingrid Ross. Ingrid, welcome to the show. You brought some magic MacGuffins along with you. Can you introduce them to us? We'd love to meet them.
This is the ballet frog we call, super frog and romantic frog.
And what do they got inside of them?
They're all stuffed with beans, so you can put them in any position you like. And They're good objects to play with.
Do you make them all?
No, it's a family business. My brother does all the designing, and my mother does all the stuffing, and I do most of the sewing.
Do they take a long time to make?
It depends what you're making. Something like an aeroplane, which is 3D, takes a lot longer. But the Rubik Cube...
Oh, this is fantastic. Was this a special order?
Yes, it was. The Rubik Cube, the pen...
Yes, look at the pen. Oh, that's magic. Lovely. Actually, it looks soft. It looks sort of hard, but it's very soft to touch, isn't it?
Yes, well, it's just a shell, and it's just stuffed with wadding inside.
Yeah.
And then we just put like a piece of wood in between it to make it quite substantial, so it stands out.
We've got a spider crawling over the back there. Looks fairly lethal. How do you make that?
Oh, well, that basically is made the same way, the inner shell with stuffing in. The legs are made out of chicken wire and then covered with satin.
It sounds fantastic. What's the most popular thing that you've ever made?
Our frogs are the most popular. People from all walks of life buy them.
What's the strangest thing that you've ever been asked to make?
We've made a lot of strange things before, but really, we're still waiting for the ultimate challenge.
Can we go for an ultimate challenge today, I wonder? I think so. Maybe if you and I got together, we could perhaps make a little, present for Alistair at the end of the show. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Good idea. I'll see you later.
Numan.
You know, talking of big, what's all this then? I thought you were supposed to be on a diet.
I am on a diet. I'm on a seafood diet.
Every time I see food, I eat it.
Every time I see food, I eat it.
I do hope you remember to brush your teeth properly after every meal.
After every meal, 12 times a day.
I brought you a new toothbrush. It's a little pressie.
Well, stands back in amazement. Isn't that lovely?
I've even had it made to measure.
Bye-bye now.
Razzmatazz.